Today we're taking a look at a Western-inspired Tele from the Fender Custom Shop in the Artisan series where the artists really get to show what they can do. So stick around. Hey, you're watching Alamo Music TV. My name's Chris McKee.
And I'm Cooper Greenberg.
We're here with Alamo Music Center in San Antonio, Texas. Find us online at alamomusic.com. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos, all that jazz. If you want to support us, visit our spring store link below for custom swag. And check out our podcast, the Fretboard Confessional, or buy this guitar. That also supports us. This is a cool Fender Custom Shop thin line P-90 Tele, and it's in the Artisan series, which I will just say right now, I think is probably my favorite stuff that comes out of the Fender Custom Shop because it is really unique. It is really different. The Fender Custom Shop tends to make generally two types of guitars that we usually see. One of those is like the limited edition and Artisan stuff, which is a guitar that they have completely thought up and created new specs for, and the other one is a variation of some kind of a vintage item that can be anywhere from brand new looking to all beat to hell. And I personally think it's really cool when they come up with these original designs like this. I said at the onset, and I'll say it again, a very, to me, Western-inspired thin line P-90 Telecaster. We're going to tell you all about it, and also I'm going to tell you some behind-the-scenes stuff, too, that's on the Shop Traveler for this guitar.
So we've gotten a few Artisan things in the past.
Yep.
Tele, Strat, they have been like the Koa, you know, that they've been cool. We've gotten a few of these. This has been on our back order list for quite a while. Yeah. We've said that pretty much every time we've done a custom shop. So this has been a long wait. This is the Artisan Maple Burl P-90 thin line Telecaster. So you get the beautiful maple burl on the top. I like seeing the variation, you know, the photos of the one that we bid on versus the one that we got. They're all different. I really dig the like Cabernita style pick guard. It's very cool. P-90s we're fans of. Got the brass saddles, F-hole.
What'd you call me? Just kidding. Go ahead.
That's my dog right there. Got that F-hole. Western inspired. We got the herringbone.
Yep.
Nice, kind of reddish tortoiseshell binding. That's kind of transparent, like you can see through it and stuff. It's cool.
It's nice.
That's a mahogany body. We'll get to that.
Yes, we will.
So
one piece.
Mahogany body. One piece hog. And if you can see it,
highly flamed.
High flamed. Is that roasted?
Highly flamed roasted maple neck. Yes.
Yeah. Tuners.
Amber.
Neat. They call those neat tuners. That's the brand. Yeah, those are Fender tuners, and they're neat. Yeah, it's just nice. It's put together very well. It's
AAA rosewood board.
Oh.
It's a lamb board, yeah.
High flamed.
Though, well, I mean, yeah, you do have a grading
quilt
of rosewood, but yeah, it's AAA grade rosewood. So I don't know that matters too much on it. It's very uniform in color. We'll
Only the best.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, it's great. So why don't you open up that floor traveler and give us the scoop?
Well, so the P-90 pickups are basically just custom shop P-90 pickups for whatever it's worth. I wish they'd give a little bit more description with P-90s.
Yeah.
I feel like P-90s are the redheaded stepchild of the guitar world. It's like all the people that go like, yeah, P-90s are awesome, and then buy a guitar with just single coils.
Yeah, are these the P-90s from the Squier Paranormal Stratosonic?
Are these 60s P-90s pickups?
Yeah.
So these are just custom P-90 pickups. The Controls Fat 50 Dual P-90 Tele with 500K pots, which if you know anything about single coils, it gives you a little bit of an idea of what's going on with the P-90 pickups, because these are single coil pickups, but they're using the pots that you typically see for a humbucking pickup at 500K. That's the kind of output that you're getting from this. That's why P-90s are so good. It's the humbucker level output, so you get that growl, you get that mean crunch, but they're still single coils. And so you get that nice high end that humbuckers typically just don't have, which is really great. Wonderful setup. I mean, it's pretty straightforward controls. I really love the sawed-off bridge. Yeah. So it's like a vintage style bridge that's just been sawed short in order to accommodate the P-90. And of course, it's lightweight. We don't have they never put the weight on these, but because it's a semi-hollow body, thin line.
Very light.
9.5 radius, so not compound, not vintage. It's basically your modern fitter radius that feels really great. And then we pretty much covered all the other specs. I love the herringbone. You know, I think that with the coloration of the tortoiseshell. I remember when Fender did these. So this was at a Fender custom shop event that I was at years ago. I mean, that's how long ago this was. And they had a bunch of herringbone stuff that was really, really cool. So we bid on this. I was excited to get it, and of course, finally get it. There's also a lot of like little things, like the input jack is the vintage dish style, but kind of an upgraded vintage dish style. And one of the nice things, because it's custom shop, of course, is the one-piece mahogany body. Let's talk about that though, because there's an interesting thing that is on the shop Traveler, and it is a vintage Michigan mahogany body. And that caught my attention because I'm like, what the heck is serious? What are we coming up with now? You know?
Yeah.
So I did some research, and I found two things that were related to Michigan mahogany, and they were both other guitars. One Music Zoo had, and one Chicago Music Exchange had. One was a Fender, the other was a Gretsch. So both made by the Fender Custom Shop. They had these bodies, and the description was, it's mahogany from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Look, mahogany doesn't grow in Michigan. Mahogany is a subtropical species. About the only place outside of Honduras and Fiji that you're going to find mahogany is in Florida. You know, that's it. It certainly doesn't grow in Michigan. So what does it mean? Here's the thing. This is basically old school Gibson mahogany from back in the day. It was leftover wood. You know, Michigan used to be the home of Gibson in Kalamazoo. They left that years ago. Heritage is now where they used to be. And I'm guessing at some point this wood became available. So in effect, they're trying not to say this, but I'm not Fender, so I can say this. This is old Gibson body blank. One piece.
It's a co-build.
It's a co-build. Yeah, it's definitely not that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, you know, what's cool about that is if there's all this lore of the old wood that, you know, from back in the day. We've actually kind of talked about it. Like, does a 59 reissue, you know, what's the wood on it? And, you know, how historic is it? Was that wood better than the wood now? Old growth, new growth, all sorts of things. But that's what the vintage one-piece mahogany body is. It's an old
good to know.
Les Paul blank.
Very cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Weight relieved.
It weighs less than the old Les Pauls. But yeah, weight relieved with a mahogany top on there. Look at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there you go. Pretty cool stuff.
Yep. Well, this thing is very cool. Play it on some edge of breakup clean tones so you can get a vibe for the P-90s. It's exactly what you want a P-90 thin line to sound like if you're staying up at night dreaming about what a P-90 thin line sounds like.
This is it?
Yeah, let's take a listen.
So there you have it. It was the sound of your dreams, whether you knew it or not. Very cool. Again, Artisan, Fender Custom Shop, thin line Telecaster with P-90s, some historic wood, going along with it. There's a joke in there that I'm going to leave alone. And just really some great appointments and attention to detail. I will say this, Fender Custom Shop stuff, particularly the Artisan stuff that comes in like this, it's not relic or anything, finish, attention to detail is usually really, really high. As it should be for these expensive guitars. Yep. But I love something like this that really is set apart, unique, different. And the interesting thing about these when we go to those events that we've talked about is these are kind of limited runs. So they did limited edition on this stuff, and that's it. So by the time we get them, they're gone.
Yeah.
And you have an opportunity to own something really unique and special.
So I do want to talk a little bit about Custom Shop. Everything we've done recently has been more of the time machine kind of stuff. We had a 59 Fiesta Red in here. We had a 63 Relict Candy Apple Red. This, totally different animal, and it's been a little while since we had an Artisan. So what I'd like to hear is, from the Custom Shop, is this your ideal or is the time machine your ideal? And I think there's people in both camps, but before too long, Chris and I are going to be choosing our next things from the Custom Shop.
Yeah.
So we've heard you talking about your disdain for the Relic stuff. We will keep that in mind. Yes, some people love it. We like some of that too. So we're always going to have sort of a variety. But they do typically have some pretty different stuff like this that is not a 52 butterscotch telly. So if you want to see more of it, only way that we're going to know to order more is if you like this one and you want to see more like it, and let us know.
Or if I just decide that's what I'm going to order.
That's true. We do that
what
too.
You get.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and voice my opinion, and I'd love to hear yours. All of you who want to say that I'm a dummy, cool, bring it on. I prefer Artisan stuff. I often think back to like those Fender Custom Shop calendars that I seemingly get every single Christmas, and every single year it's some new, just crazy creation. Whether it's some Hawaiian themed thing or what have you, SoCal racing stuff. Like, I love that because it is unique, and that to me, that's kind of the pinnacle of these custom shop artists making an artisan piece. And those are always like the most astronomically expensive. But this is more in that wheelhouse. What I've never seen really in any of those calendars is like a Relic 57 Strat. Those are cool. Don't get me wrong. I still want like the one that got away from me was a Relic 52 that we had in the shop. But I do think that these are really really fantastic guitars, and probably more better, English major?
More better,
More better represent the Fender Custom Shop. So, yeah, pretty cool stuff. And this is really light. So we haven't weighed this, right?
Very.
I'm guessing it's right at 7 pounds. 7.1. Maybe under.
Maybe under. It's very light. I also think the Artisan stuff is kind of more in line with what some of these smaller kind of boutique guitar, luthiers and people are doing. We go to NAMM, we go to the boutique showcase. Very rarely do you see a Relic 57 copy in there. It's like, let's show off wood, let's show off
like look at
like
that.
That's
beautiful.
That's made for something like this. We have seen beautiful flame necks on the 53 Strat or something, that they do. But if you're gonna get that neck, you might as well get a maple burl top and something a little.
It's cool.
special.
This is for you. This is for the audience. I've got a
One for me,
highly
one for you.
bird's eye figured neck on my Strat, and I always forget what that guitar looks like on the front or whatever. But I look down when I'm playing, and I'll see all this just crazy bird's eye, and it's just kind of cool. So that's
You think
for
they're all
you.
fret dots?
No wonder I'm playing everything wrong.
Yeah.
No. So, anyways, very cool stuff. If you want more information about this guitar and other Fender Custom Shop stuff, you should go to our website, which is
alamomusic.com.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Oh yeah.
We should do a jingle.
We're the Clef Brothers.
Well, maybe with the website in mind. So check it out at alamomusic.com. You can chat with an associate live on the website and get all of the information about any of the Fender Custom Shop or other guitars that we have in stock to find the guitar that's perfect for you. If you are not, make sure that you subscribe to our channel, you like our videos, you comment on this one, and let us know what you think, and keep coming back, and we'll see you next time.